Welcome back to Tran Wins Terminus. Being a student is like visiting 4 libraries in one go. Alright, so we're gonna select Carissa, our driver, because if she's not the one driving, I don't get the bonus. It lags a little when I have the vehicle selected because I have so much junk in there. Alright, so from here, we're gonna drive down to this railroad and we're gonna clear it out. There were a couple things I want to go ahead and mention. First off, the enemy stacks like this because they try to move in from the region exits. So for example, this is where they're actually spawning. Sometimes they are taking some time and can be found strewn throughout the map, but other times they are literally just like this, clustered. So for example, you can see here that there's a huge chunk right here, and there's a huge chunk right here, and there's all these. When your vehicle appears on the map, it pushes everybody to the side. So one of your characters is pretty much always going to be surrounded by zombies in the current version of the game, because the zombies are already in this spot. That's why when you enter a map, you can sometimes be face to face with a zombie, because they are in this spot. This is not an accident. They've all spawned at this region or entry point, and so have I. A cool thing that I only noticed when I was patrolling the railroads is the game map is consistent with the city map. Here's what I mean. Okay, we can see the railroad is to the north and then to the south, but a little bit to the right. So we have railroad north, railroad to the southeast. And over here we have a house. So here's us again. To the west, we have the house. It's consistently like this every time. So for example, if I'm moving in from the house, I'll be on the yard side of the railroad. And I only noticed this when I was patrolling the railroads. I have accomplished all of the map except from 27. I don't know why this says check the terminus. That may have been for my first playthrough where I got 2 survivors at the end. That was not 2 different PCs. That was the 2 survivors that counts towards the end are you and Katie, or was Tyrone and Katie. But yeah, I don't know why it says check the terminus, because I actually have not been there yet this playthrough. You can see here it never has said an hours ago or whatever, but here I have visited 617 hours ago. I started the game somewhere like around here, I believe. And the reason why that's so much more recent is because I drove back, picked up everything I basically dropped off, and made sure to kill off all the zombies from the dangerous places again. Basically, I'm just going around destroying the world, essentially, or remaking in my image. Okay, that's enough rambling. Let's go ahead and show you what our characters are capable of. So this is Francesca. That was a randomly generated name. Select the axe. You can see here my proficiency is 684. If the zombie's head could take that much damage, I would be doing 35 minimum. She can bash down a full health door in one swing. Literally. You don't get the head damage, attack bonuses, or anything like that, but you do get weapon proficiency. So that still applies. Alright, so let's just start chopping these guys up. Chop. 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 I'm clicking as fast as I can. I just gotta wait for the animation. But I can click escape after the last one. Alright, Veronica, we're gonna have her... You know what? She can just go over here and start chewing them up. So Veronica is our athlete. I actually renamed her. This was a female, but her name was Ron, so I just added Veronica. Now the athlete is the character that can supercharge her AP. So I jumped over. I have no AP left. Bam, have AP again. I can only do this once every 3 turns, and so the next turn after this, I will not have any new AP. But it doesn't mean you don't have AP. I could. If I end my turn here, I'll die. But if say that was all the zombies in the area, and you wanted to just wait and maybe be on standby to react to something, you still retain the AP you have. I just won't get any more for the next turn. So this is all basically the same hour or turn since I arrived. somebody insisted that they would like to see what my overpowered characters look like. So this is basically what I've been doing for the past 25 game hours. And because my stats are maxed, I have Keepsake Collector as high as possible, and I get a drop every time. Now, Keepsake Collector by itself is 20%, so I'm assuming your base chance is 20%, because I feel that every time I kill a zombie, I get an item. That doesn't, like, I don't know. I feel that that's pretty consistent. So you probably have a base 20% and then add 80% on top of that for a max run. So we are done with this railroad. Let's just check out the next one. Get you out of there. Wait a turn and get my AP back. I didn't even know I had a sprain. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and actually we're gonna cook real quick, because I never got to show it off last game, or I think I edited that out because I actually had my microphone turned off that time, so there was no point showing you my cooking. So this time we'll show it. All right, so you don't. It doesn't matter what your pan durability is. This one's at 100%. It doesn't matter what your fire strength is. But I like throwing a few rags in there because I have too many rags. However, once you have a fire going, click on the frying pan, and you can combine anything. In fact, let's just go to our storage van here. This is all this food I have, and these are all food that's rotted. I could still eat it as long as I take a antibiotic with it. You can combine anything, so we're going to just like grab one of every single object. Only thing you cannot combine are these. You can even combine all these kind of items. I think you can combine seeds too, and I'm not sure. And then salt and pepper. All right, so let's go back to this. So whatever these are, so this is plus 0.5 satiety. It gives me the sum of the ingredients, and then plus my survival cooking, which doubles it. So now cooking these seeds gives me double food nourishment. However, it does cost me 4 AP no matter what it is, no matter how many items are in this field. For every new item, different item, for example, these two different kinds of seeds, I get a +1 morale. Interestingly, if I use rotten lettuce and fresh lettuce, it does not count as a various ingredient. That's a nice touch. Meat, if you should find it, by this point in the game, all the meat you find is rotten, but you can buy it from fortified houses, because fresh meat gives you 10 satiety. With 100% cooking, it's already automatic full. It gives you 20. So you can combine anything. You can combine canned meal and salt, and it basically adds up all the ingredients together. And the freshness is also an average. So for example, these two items are fresh. However, this is not. So it drops it. So if I take that out, then this freshness now drops to 50%. 50% is the lowest you can get. So nuts apparently have some freshness value, but the canned meat has super freshness value, 81%. So it's not really random. I mean, it looks scattered, but I have combined it with like a 70% freshness carrot, and I got the exact numbers I was looking for. So these apparently have their own freshness values, even though they never stale, or at least they're not listed as staling. All right, so let's go ahead and quickly cook up a couple meals. So I just like this version of cooking. So many games as you must follow this exact recipe, and no, you don't. When you're cooking, you can just cook whatever you have in your pantry. So with a rotten lettuce and rotten tomato and salt and pepper, we will get 6 morale and 5 satiety, which will cap us back up. In fact, we don't even need to use both the salt and pepper. We should use one of them though, so there we go. Make a different one. And a third dish. And we'll pass out the dishes. Everyone eat up. There we go. Let's go ahead and drive off now. So we'll just pick another random spot How about this one? It has relief supplies. There's a couple zombies in the house, and there's just like this cluster of zombies towards what I'm going to assume is the nearest dangerous zone. Yeah, so here's the dangerous place. So most of the zombies were emerging from this area. That's how I'm thinking it's working. So these are all the zombies that arrived behind us. The truck appears wherever I drive from. So for example, let's change things up a bit, just for the heck of it. Let's go and just drive off to this house. Okay, it looks exactly the same, but this is actually a different house. And then we're going to drive back to the place we were just at with the relief supplies. And here we are. So this is where we were in the fire truck. I don't know why I'm pointing my hand at the mouse cursor. And this is where we just arrived from the fortified house. So, like the fire truck, it's not a static location. That's really cool. All right, well, let's start chopping people up. Actually, I did find a new gun, by the way. Alright, so yeah, the knives, the zombies drop knives. This stuff I looted, but the zombies drop the regular kitchen knives, so I try to get my characters to understand how to use knives a little bit. I found a total of 13 handguns, 4 rifles, and 1 shotgun throughout my exploration of the map, and I have 401 bullets. Now, I don't know of a way to actually get more than 1 object out, so I would have to manually click 400 times if I wanted all those bullets. So I'm gonna grab the shotgun, just try it out. Here, let's grab 1 of everything. And let's just try it out. So I don't know what the point of the shotgun is because it does the same value as the rifle, 4.5 to 5.5 and 4.5 to 5.5. The only difference that I can see is the rifle is better at headshots and the shotgun is better at body shots. I mean, I know that in the previous playthrough I just shot a bunch of body shots. That's just because I was playing around. There's really no point to doing body shots though. I mean, I guess there could be. I'm not sure you should haul around a shotgun just for that occasional necessity, though. So if I wanted to hit him, 13 damage right there. That's the estimate because I'm close and have combat stats. So let's see if the rifle gets the close advantage. No, it doesn't. Okay. So all these zombies have heard that. So shooting a gun is a great way to get the zombies to start running at you. You can see I can't move the cursor with this. Okay. The cursor has to stay on the zombie, so look at Francesca at the top of the screen. That zombie is homing in towards that arrow. So I could now flank if I wanted to, or whatever. Also, these zombies, their action points, this is what I believe, alright? First off, if they're on foot, they have one action point for every hit point of action. So this, for example, he has 3.4 leg power. This guy has 2 leg power. So they have a minimum of 1 action. So if their leg power or leg health is like 0.4, it's a minimum of 1 action. Now they can have partial action like 1.3. It takes 2 action to go through an open window. So using a window is actually a great way to fight towards those zombies. I mean, yeah, sure, that's how it probably looks in a movie, but I didn't think the game would simulate that. Because the zombie, he can still attack you. So for example, it says here that he can move forward 1, he cannot attack because it costs him a whole action point, right? But if he had something like 2.1, he could walk up and it wouldn't show me that he could walk through, but he could still get a shot off. So it costs him 2 action points to get through. If he has not enough action points, he would just stand impotently at the window. Anyways, the big point here is I have not seen any zombie with more health than 5 in the leg. So if you don't know for example, what this zombie is, if you just count 5 steps away and stay out of that range, you're fine. I have not yet been proven wrong in these hours here. Again, this is version 9.1, so maybe by the time you see this, there'll be like jumping zombies and hunter zombies and whatever. Who knows? I hope not. I'm so tired of Special Infected. Now, there is one other thing I would like to point out. The fire truck can actually drive through dangerous places. What that means is, for example, you can see here, it's that highlighted line goes right through the dangerous place. Now, I haven't driven any other car, but I'm assuming that cannot happen for those other cars. Pretty much every other car you find needs to be fixed up. It doesn't cost you wrench durability. And finding wrenches, pretty much I've only ever found them in a hardware store. Cool thing is, the other cars you find, you can see past them. Like, that's a nice touch. Veronica cannot see this zombie. Like, she can't even try to attack the zombie. So if I were, for example, to move Francesca over here, I can't attack him. I can't right-click him. Now, a regular little car, I think you call them a sedan or something, you can see over them. I really like that. I just wanted to talk about all the stuff I've learned since my first playthrough. This is now phase 2 of this part of the playthrough. I don't know when I'll show this, if I ever show it, maybe at the end of another episode or something, or just bonus content. But here is the 4th survivor. Now, the survivors are randomly created. When I say 4th survivor, I mean that this is the original. This was my 2nd ally, 3rd ally, and then this is the 4th person in the game, but I cannot recruit him. So if we select our character and who's near him and try to talk to him, he is a soldier. We have increased his reliability, but we cannot recruit him because we can only recruit 2 companions. He's willing to join us, but for whatever reason, we're just going to leave him to die here in a zombie apocalypse. I don't know. Even a car normally lets you carry 4 people, and we have a fire truck, so I don't know. I don't like this mandatory squad limit. I think if it spawns this many people, like 30, I should be allowed to try to take care of 30 people. We're gonna go and drive off to the fire station. Now, I know that we already have a fire truck, but we're gonna try to make things a little, I mean, that's not gonna be, we're gonna try to liven things up just a little bit, and we're gonna drive all the fire trucks in the game to the end. So I put in some stuff here, some supplies, and 22 fuel. I only need 11 fuel from here, so I have enough to drive back and forth. All right, so we're gonna leave Francesca here. And then we're going to drive to this other fire station. And then we're going to have Veronica drive off. She needs 4 fuel, which I've left her exactly 4. And so let's go ahead and drive all of these characters to the area. Through the magic of video editing, we're going to arrive there at the same time. Let's rock. Francesca immediately turns around, decapitates the zombie lurching up behind her. Then she clears a couple zombies on the way to the fence, leaping over so that Veronica has a clearer path. Veronica quickly dispatches a zombie directly in front of her and makes a break for the exit. Quickly gaining a sprain in her haste. Carissa, surrounded in the back, as far away as possible. Now, I can make it there, but we're gonna at least let these guys get some shots off. Francesca takes one last look at the zombies, what is outside the promised sanctuary. It is day 78, and she has visited every single place in the city. She knows it like the back of her hand, and with callous disregard, she ignores the zombies as she walks in triumphant. $2,537. Cover, uncover. Apparently I covered 167 curtains. I spent almost 3,000 AP reading and about that many attacking zombies. So I spent basically as much of the game reading books that I did attacking. I hit every single place. Don't even try to make sense of it. I just zoomed around the map all over. I didn't even go near immediate places. So for example, this is 113, then 114 and 115. I could do that because I had the driver perk, which allowed me to go up to 4 spaces on 1 fuel. Let's unlock our new occupation. All right, let me think here. So I have a new appreciation for the athlete. So either the athlete or the driver would probably be my best bet for trying to win. I'm gonna go. Geez. I don't know who would be the quickest speed run. So I just played basically the longest game possible. Obviously I can't keep all the zombies down to a minimum of 0, but I did go to every map and killed every zombie that was there when I visited. So now the opposite is a speed run. So the question is, would I be better off relying on myself or hoping to find a vehicle? Let's do the athlete for now because this is more random. It'll probably be ultimately faster, but while I get better at the random or try to draw better randomness or whatever, perhaps playing on the athlete would get me more familiar with, for example, where hardware stores might tend to spawn or something like that. So we'll do the athlete to get some practice. And if there is interest in a second speed run, we'll see if I can do it any faster as a driver. Not even sure I'm going to show the athlete footage. Alright, so we have now unlocked the athlete. We go up from 2 survivors to 5. Alright, with that out of the way, let's try a speed run. I mean, this is not going to be the fastest time ever because it's just going to be the first take of that. I'm not going to try to run athlete 500 times in order to submit my best time. This is not like that. So I'm sure that someone else in the future will easily top this, especially if they use a driver and get a car very quickly. So this is not going to be a world record speedrun. It's just a casual. We'll say it's a casual run. New game, athlete. You know, for sometimes I think this is a hand. Like here's the thumb, and sometimes I think it's a shoe. I'm pretty sure it's a shoe. All right, let's get a athletic name. Parker, sure. I don't need observation as much as I need sharp ears, but I probably won't get sharp ears if I'm speed running this. Okay, let's try that. And as for appearance, there we go, that looks pretty good. Also, we're going to change the mode for the second playthrough. Oh, it's the second playthrough that's being recorded. I didn't record the student one. Let's see, we've got out of stock, which means that houses have 10% more stuff and stores have less. Crowds, there's 3 times more dangerous places. And starting temperature, zombies attack and action power becomes half. Alright, we are going to try, let me think here. We're going to try crowds for this one. So imagine the athlete running through extra zombie hordes just to get to Terminus. Alright, let's get going. Now, to make it even faster of a speedrun, I could turn off animations, but I'm trying to be entertaining for the viewing as well. So I think watching the character run back and forth is a little easier to understand than just watching him flip and blink in and out of existence. So, Terminus is generally up in the north, so we're just, even though I have no idea where we're going, we're just going to start venturing in a northerly path. And I'm sure there's more of the house here. We are not terribly worried about that. We're just going to keep going. See, I get 12 AP a turn, so we'll just wait. We'll run out. Always wonder what's going to be here. I wonder if we could have more than one mode at a time. Because I was thinking that there should be like the mini map here of this. So that, I don't know, I think that would be pretty cool. Or even a mini map of this, I don't know. In fact, I think it would be a lot better if the game was like all one zone, or at least bigger cells. Anyway, let's just keep moving. Hop in here, close that. Probably, well, I guess I could use the planks for attacks, but we're just gonna go ahead and put that on the floor for right now. Alright, so zombies have a vision of 3 during the day and 6 at night. Let's go ahead, and we're actually gonna, let's see here. Just use this right now. Not gonna be very good. Sweaters are great as far as weight to temperature goes, but I should see what I get the most temperature out of my knitting. And it looks like just sweater is fine. This car could come in handy if I could ever repair anything. Let's see. So it does not have any charge. Go ahead and drop that. Probably not going to build anything with tools during this game. I can find a guide map that might. We'll hold off on that, and we will go ahead and read a book real quick and then drop it on the floor. So after playing the student, I have a very, very good idea of just like what I can get away with not hauling around with me all day. Now, why did I spend my turn here? Because I wanted to give myself a little more time to see if the zombie would wander off. He's probably like inside of this window. No. So this is fine. We're gonna do is I'm gonna pop out. There he is. Peek around the corner. Don't see anything that I could really utilize. These two zombies are a bit slower, so we'll hug them instead. Again, I'm gonna try to look for an exit up here, but I might not find anything. And realistically, I should have also rested for 2 turns, but this is fine. Or 2 AP. Alright, there's nothing, so we will just run over here then. So we just go do a full rest. That's okay. Here, let's go eat that. Probably don't need those unless I start eating other stuff off the floor. It's got a little bit of a fuel in it, so this is actually really good. Sprint. This zombie has 4 units of power in the head, so I should probably pop him. Use the less durable pliers. I won't be able to sprint again for 3 turns, but it's unlikely I will make it to another zone in 3 turns, so I should be just fine. Grab the wrench out. Oh, I already have it. And try to repair. Can't do anything. Realistically, I shouldn't have repaired. I should just actually waited because I can't gain AP. That could have been a little more dangerous. First order of business is I'm getting the car running, and then I can decide what to do after that. For example, I might not want to search the house depending on how many zombies are around or how late it gets. So repairing is my first order of business here. Alright, so now we're ready. I'm not sure about get directions. I don't think this costs me any fuel. I have 2 fuel right now, so let's go ahead and hit get directions. I've discovered 3 new paths. I still have 2 fuel. Doesn't tell me anything about the paths themselves. I assume I don't have any more rags. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to smash that zombie to get more. Let's get rid of him before he can spot us. Alright, this might be bad, but again, I don't want... They may see me. They may see me running up to that. And if so, I'll just have to deal with it. Oh, this room is also... Alright. In that case, that was a waste. Because I was figuring I would rest in here, where it'd be warmer, but as long as these doors are broken, it doesn't give me full protection against the weather. Take a risk, run over here and drop that in. Alright, let's take a look at what the goods we've got. Losing a little bit of health. Looks like I'm not quite so very warm. Should help out. Alright, let's hop on out. I hear zombies growling at me. And smoke this cigarette. Alright, we can drive straight to the pharmacy. We'll drive here anyways, just because it doesn't save us any movement. It saves us game time, but we might as well hit this place while we're cruising through. Alright, I see another car up there to the north. Might have some more fuel or something. And there's a zombie to the right. Now, I don't know how much of the footage I'll use of the just talking about the student stuff, things I've learned, but zombies, as far as I know, can only go up to 5 spaces. So as long as I'm 5 spaces away from him, he should not be able to hurt me. But I can also take a peek at him just now and just see how far he can go. Yeah, that's nothing. I'm not worried about that at all. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and kill him. I don't have anybody following me around. Now zombies can see 6 spaces away, and I'm not really how do I phrase this? I'm not used to playing without sharp ears, essentially, because like I only played with the security guard and the student, and I was maxed on sharp ears, so I just knew where other zombies were at all times. Right now, I have no idea where they are. I don't know if I really want to do that. So that's why wandering at night would be dangerous in this game, is they can see you a lot better than... Oh, it's like that one right there. There's definitely a zombie that has noticed me. And I don't know if they'll always, like, you can always hear them moan when they see you. I'm gonna take all that. Whoops. That zombie's probably gonna run over there, but he won't see me now that I'm huddled up against the wall here. And even if there's a window in front of me, that should have pretty much clear me, unless he's just so slow. Alright, now it's almost daytime, so even if they see me, I'll be able to watch and avoid them, so... Alright, street map. I needed one of those. Everything looks like it'll rot right away. I'm going to scarf that down. Drop off my supplies. Get 2 more temperature by doing that. Trying to see how far you can go. Walk. Let's go ahead and we got Energizer. I really like sharp ears. If it wasn't for Energizer, I probably would have just gone for that one. See here. Wait a turn. Drop off some supplies. Doing very well in supply. Enjoy some alcohol. This in there. All right, let's read for the closest police station. Oh, that's a pharmacy. All right, that kind of direction. So maybe we'll go eastward. That flashlight. I'm going to bring this one too, just in case. We'll be spending the evening in here. I got a sprain. Alright, let me think here. I have a... I do. I could possibly... We'll hold off on using that just now. Alright, so he's got 4 movement. Those will cost him 1.5, then 2, 3.5, and he shouldn't be able to attack me after that. Try to secure the windows as fast as I can. That way when it gets night, they not like that one saw me now. He has an action of 4, so while he... Let's go ahead and open that, and he will be able to attack me, so we'll just back up one and deal with him when he falls through the window. It takes 2 action points for them to go through a window. I know I still got the sprain. I'm just trying to heal it off slowly without using my compression bandage. And it didn't pay off, but you know what? I would have gotten a second sprain just now. So now I will use it. Not that the sprain hurts anymore, but I figured I would finish my work in this house before I used my bandage. So yeah, let's go and bandage ourselves. We got low morale. Haven't found any coffee, so let's just quick swig this alcohol. Drop all this stuff in. How am I doing on... Okay, I got plenty of antibiotics, so I can just eat these. Now this would increase my satiety by a great deal, so we'll wait until we're down to 6.5 satiety. Drive to the next area, hardware store. Alright. We'll go and lure him closer to us so we can deal with him sooner rather than later. Now that I need another compression bandage, I could use the tools. I mean, tools are useful. At the time, I don't think I had the car yet. Now I have a car, so I can more easily keep stuff with me. Okay, well, I was hoping the rain would die, but that's fine. Let's go to the next area. Actually, this is great. You're right next to my car. Yeah, I would just hit you with all these planks. He can't break that window in one turn. He gets 3 attacks. He can do about 4 damage at attack. Actually, yeah, kind of. He can break that window in one turn, but he won't be able to break that window and then jump out at me in one turn. Okay, so he has 1.7 health. Oh, there's not a screwdriver there, but we'll get that on the way out. Let's go and hit him with 2 of these planks. Okay, 1 of these planks. Then light a fire. And cook this stuff here. Making myself a meal. Alright, so we get some coffee, that's good. That's where characters addicted to everything. That'll slow my morale reduction. And just grab everything. So we'll just camp here for the night. Here. So if I drive here, that's going to be pretty risky, but you know what? Let's do it. I would like to get that, but we'll see what happens. I'm probably carrying way too many clothes. Let's see here. I have 14.5 degrees temperature, so actually yeah, I'm losing warmth right now when I'm outside. Or we do something slightly cheesy. Alright, put my clothes back on. And then take all of this lumber out and just start swinging. Alright, that's taken care of. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Looks like there's another room to the north. But doesn't look like there's actually anything of worth in here, so you know what? You guys can have this. Well, there's that, but it's not worth having to wrestle 3 zombies for, I imagine. Could I do it? Yeah. Is it worth it? Probably not. Alright, this will be my last unit of fuel. after this, so I might just have to go on foot for a while. Unfortunately, the fortified house is nothing like Terminus. They will not help you fight. So they won't let me stay the night either. That should totally be an option. Just let me stay the night, automatically have time pass till sunrise or something. Alright, we will not glitch out the trade where I steal everything from them. We'll just do it reasonably. Can I get for a medium? What? Alright, hold on. It's because they need me to do overwhelmingly high for that. Fine, game. Oh, you don't have any fuel, so I don't really care that much. I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna glitch out the trade. So I might not be able to get any trades until this is also a high. I need to get to very high. Or overwhelmingly high. Now I can get this shovel. And that's really all I want from him. Alright, let's go ahead and just chow down on everything. We're gonna have to leave most things behind, and it is going to be night. So, none of this is very good for me. Alright, here's what we're taking with us, and here's what we're leaving. Okay, there's 2 zombies in front of me. And 1 to my left. Pretty slow one. This is also a pretty slow one, but he's directly in my way. You have a disease. Well, that's why we have these. We got clean attack and intuition. Let's start with clean attack. Oh, there's library. Let's find out the nearest one. You have 13, so as long as I have 7. Clean attack, strong spirit, and Ariadne's thread. We'll take clean attack. I'm still in full control of the situation. you use the one on the floor, or did I pick that up? I have it. Then drop these two, listen to this one, drop that one, drop most of these. Doesn't seem to be anything on the north side of me, so we'll just go east to the dangerous place and then go north ASAP. Here's Terminus. So what else can we drop? Keep the shovel on us. Alright, I've dropped a few things that I definitely don't need. Terminus is up here. Okay, so let's just run right through both of these if possible, since we have zombies on our butt right here. Use boost and just do as much as we can. Realistically, I shouldn't have used the lead pipe on that one. I won't be getting AP, so it's okay to end my turn right now, just to see what happens next. We'll wait one turn. I'm okay with this. Now we have boost, so we're just gonna run right to the next area. Flip on my flashlight. We'll use the big one since I'm outdoors. I can see a guy right there. Okay, he can't do anything. But let's peek around the corner real quick. Actually, no, that's not. And a zombie just spawned in. Not that they're deliberately chasing me, but it might as well interpret it that way. How fast is this guy move? Okay, so he moves. Oh, so this will cost him 1.5 to go there and 2.5 to attack. So he can attack me, but he can't crawl through the window. So what we'll do is we'll just run over here. Zombie should be right there, so we'll activate the low flashlight and take him down. There's another zombie right there, so we'll do the same thing. Let me think here. Yep, and I kind of figured that the more I backed up, the more likely that we're going to find me. Activate this so I can see what's going on. Let's see how many zombies are staring at me over here. Just two. It's not too bad. One, 2.5, so he won't be able to attack, at least by my count. That would take him 3.5 to attack. move from room to room, dodging all the zombies, flip on the big one, and we're actually okay in this room. I'm assuming the zombie that was in here lurched into the next room chasing me. I don't even have to close it. They still have to tear the rag in order to get past. Alright, we dropped off enough stuff to get down to 17.7. So we're heading westward. Windows are really good for funneling zombies through because it takes them so many action points to get through. If a zombie has 5 or less, and it takes 2 just to go through the window, it pretty much cuts their movement in half. And some of them can never even get through. Like this guy, he has 1.3 action. He will actually never make it through the window. Now he can probably still hit me. I have not actually tested that out. I figured I'd hold up in this place just to iron out some of the zombies. Yeah, he's too slow to even make it in as well. I can drop off more of my stuff here and then run out and get the things I just dropped off. Now, will it be necessary? I don't know. I'm not even sure I'll stay inside this place for a day or so. Alright, let's go ahead and turn. And this house is safe for now. Let's see here. I'm at 18.6. I would like to drop off a little more. There weren't even any rags there, but that's fine. Let's go and patrol the house real quick. You have 5 hours until nightfall, and might as well hold up here for a day. Whoops, didn't mean to close it. Alright, looks like this place is safe. Alright, we'll take a breather here tonight. Next stretch. Alright, where to next? Well, I guess we could go east. I found one for every one of my vices here. Let's start with the alcohol because that weighs the most. Already broken my lead pipe, it looks like. We'll save the wood glue then. I know there's that. We're just still gonna keep moving. I mean, it's very likely to be rotten food. Which I'm now going to eat. Then we'll pop one of these antibiotics. I'm gonna try popping one now just to see what it does anything. No, it says there is no disease. Never mind. Okay, so we'll go and drop something. Let's see here. There we go. That's fine. Alright, we got a couple more places, so we need to run south and then... Right. They see me. The adding the rag is just to buy me one more action that those zombies must take to attack me. Alright, looks like I'm safe for the moment. Eat that, free up some weight. Peekaboo. See what kind of books we get. Need those right now. Observation, body strike, strong spirit, familiar hunger. None of these is particularly that useful. We'll keep looking through the library for anything. Anything else? Anything useful? Let's see, I can get a little bit more morale. We have books for that. It'll take a long time for that zombie to get to me. Because he'll break the door next turn, but then he has this door to get to as well. So I am not really worried about that. .5, 6.5. So if I read this, I can just read it next. He got bored. He didn't even finish breaking the door. Could close the window, but I actually want him to go inside. Activate boost. Jump over. And I still have an AP adrenaline shot. It was a pretty straightforward trip. I have no idea if people want to watch this kind of stuff. I already beat the game once. Obviously, I can beat it a second or third time. To keep things interesting, I added a challenge difficulty level as well as tried to speed through the areas. So hopefully this run through was interesting enough for people to watch. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Terminus. I'll see you next time.
you.